Hello and welcome back to Entrepreneur Hero. In this video, we will be answering the top most popular questions about SumUp. Once again, don't forget to use the link in the description below to get discounts off of your next paying terminal, and let's go. The first question is, how do you get discounts off of the SumUp readers? Well, it's easy. You can just check out the link in the description below. The next question is, how much does SumUp cost? By default, SumUp doesn't have any monthly fees or any subscription costs. You just buy the device and then you pay the 1.69% transaction fee per every transaction that you process. And also you pay 2.5% for online payments. It's important to know that there's no contract and no hidden fees. What are the different SumUp card readers? We went on their website. So as you can see here, we have the SumUp Air that retails for £34. It requires a smartphone to operate it. If you want a standalone device that doesn't need a phone, then you can go for the SumUp Solo, which retails for £79. It has a touchscreen and a built-in SIM card. And then finally, we have the new SumUp Terminal, which retails for £169. It's a full Android terminal with a large touchscreen and also a built-in printer and 4G. So choose all of the terminals based on your mobility and your printing needs. So let's now decide on how to specifically choose all of the readers that you need for your small business. Let's start off with the SumUp Air. If you want something mobile, very small that you can fit into your pocket, you can go for that one. If you want something standalone that has a SIM card inside for a decent price, then you can go for the SumUp Solo. And finally, if you want the most complete experience, like a standalone device, a printer, and then the POS app, then the terminal is your best solution. Moving on, should you buy the SumUp Solo Plus printer? If you print receipts all the time physically, then of course, if you want to provide your customers with physical receipts and you don't want to send them electronically, then this is a good option, but it might be a bit bulky. So if you travel all the time, it wouldn't necessarily be comfortable to travel with it or to try to fit it, for example, into your pocket. Alternatively, you can also pick the SumUp Terminal, which comes in with a built-in printer, but that one is also bulky, arguably even more bulkier than this printer. Do you need to buy a terminal to use the tap to pay option? No, the tap to pay on iPhone and on Android works for free. So on Android, it depends on your phone model, but in general, you just download the app and you register your account, and then your customers will be able to just tap their card on your phone and the payment will be processed. Is the 1.69% in-person transaction fee a good deal? Yes, if you process under £2,000 a month of sales, but if you process anything above, then it's worth considering, for example, getting the SumUp Plus option that you can see right here on the website, or even try, for example, Dojo. We have a lot of videos on Dojo on our YouTube channel. So what is Payment Plus and is it worth it? Payment Plus is when you pay either £19 a month or £189 a year, and you get lower fees. So instead of paying a 1.69% transaction fee, you pay a 0.99% transaction fee. You also get 50% off of your new readers. And if you process more than £2,000 of revenue every month, then it pays for itself. It's a good deal that you should consider getting. Now that we have already discussed the other competitors of SumUp, which one would you pick? SumUp, Zettle, or Square? So if you want simplicity and a wide ecosystem, then you should go for SumUp. If you already have PayPal, then you should try going for Zettle. They're very similar, but we do have preferences for SumUp readers and their ecosystems since they have lower fees and they're more reliable. You can check all of the other videos for details on our channel. Also, of course, which one is better, SumUp or Dojo? SumUp is ideal for small mobile, low volume usage. Dojo is better for high volume businesses with better support and faster payouts. So if you have a lot of sales, then you should look into Dojo, since there you can negotiate your own fee. If you compare the fees and contract terms carefully, for example, with SumUp, you don't have any contracts or monthly fees or subscription fees. With Dojo, you do, so please be careful. So should you get the SumUp kiosk in your restaurant? If you are a fast service restaurant, then yes, it's a good solution. You can book a demo before actually committing. It costs £399 for the hardware, which is a tablet or reader, and you pay £59 a month. And then as for the transaction fees, it's lower than SumUp would usually charge. It's 0.99% for every transaction. What do we think of the Pro POS software from SumUp versus the free option? So the free POS app is great for all of your basic needs. The Pro version gives you more features, so it has advanced reporting, it has team management and integrations. If you have, for example, a busy cafe, a restaurant, or a retail store, it's worth the upgrade. But for small setups, you can definitely just start up with the free version and then grow your way through. Is SumUp a bank account? Yes, you can open a bank account with a UK IBAN and also a MasterCard. It's free, it's simple, but it's not as full featured as an actual bank. So you can still connect SumUp to another bank account to get payments from your reader, which is very convenient. So you don't exactly have to connect it to SumUp. Where does the money go when you get paid with SumUp, and how do you receive the funds? So you can choose when to receive the funds, either daily, weekly, or monthly payouts. Funds usually go directly into your SumUp business account or a bank account. Usually it takes from 1 to 2 working days to show up. So in this sense, SumUp is not the fastest when it comes to payouts. Another interesting question is, does SumUp report your transactions to the tax authorities? So no, SumUp actually doesn't automatically report your income to the HMRC. You're responsible for declaring it. So you can always download your transactions from your dashboard for accounting and declare your taxes. Can I use SumUp with Revolut, Wise, Tide, or etc.? Yes, you just enter your IBAN in the app and it works perfectly. Another very interesting question is, can you use SumUp as a private individual? And the answer is actually no. You need to be registered as a business to use SumUp. Do we also recommend the loyalty feature? 100% yes. It's simple, built-in, and it's very effective. It's great for repeat customers, and there's no extra hardware needed to use it. What are the alternatives to SumUp? Well, there's quite some alternatives that we have already discussed on our channel. The first one is Zettle by PayPal. Also, we have Square. They're good for small merchants, but SumUp currently is the leader on the market in Europe. It has the most features and is the most robust. For bigger merchants, as I said previously, you should look into Dojo for more traditional terminals. Is the SumUp's order to pay feature worth it? Oh, well, yes, it saves time and streamlines service, but be aware it's billed as e-commerce, so it's billed at a 2.5% transaction fee instead of an in-person 1.69 transaction fee, so it's higher. Please be careful of that. Well, what about e-commerce? Is SumUp good for e-commerce? It's fine for occasional use, for example, with like links, invoices, or gift cards. You can build a basic online store directly in SumUp. We actually have a lot of tutorials on that on our channel. You don't need any coding to build a full online store for yourself. But for full online businesses, you should look more into Stripe, Shopify, or PayPal. Now let's see if you can integrate SumUp into your website. SumUp provides an API and supports WooCommerce, Wix, and PrestaShop, but it doesn't work with Shopify. That is important to note. Who is SumUp not a good fit for? If you're mainly selling online or you run a subscription-based business, you can look at, for example, other businesses like Stripe. If you need advanced integration or developer access, SumUp is quite limited. If you process large volumes, for example, let's say over £10,000 a month, fees can be a little bit too high, so you can consider Dojo. We have a lot of videos on Dojo on our account. You can definitely check that out because there you can negotiate your own fees. Let's summarize. Do we recommend SumUp overall? Yes, for small in-person businesses, it's a top choice. You can even start for free with the tap to pay, where you don't need any hardware. You basically don't pay for anything except for the transaction fees. If you like their ecosystems, like the POS and the kiosks and the loyalty, then definitely go for it. If you process higher volumes of sales, then you can look more into Dojo because it will eat away at your profits with their transaction fees. And if you also want a more advanced POS system, you should definitely look into other card readers. So that is it. Once again, don't forget to use the link in the description below to get discounts off of your next paying terminal. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye.